You know what? I'll just wait for him to finish. It's much easier. You did. Thank you. You done? It's a black on black crime right now. Sir, I only have 10 minutes, please. Single or double? He's clearly having a double there. Thank you, sir. Thank you. All right. Now I can start, all right. So, my name is Nelson Tinashe Gombakomba Jr. the second. That only stops being funny when you realize that's my actual name. It's my motherfucking name. I always tell the ladies the name Nelson Tinashe Gombakomba Jr. the second is the shortest thing about me and never gets old. It's a bit of a mouthful. I'm half black, half Chinese. My father doesn't like that joke, but our neighbor, Mr. Chang, thinks it's really funny. He comes up to me after the show like, Nelson, I didn't like the Chinese joke. My wife is very hairy. I have a hairy wife. She's hairy everywhere, like everywhere. Except for eyebrows. That is where she draws the line. It's a pun! Jesus Christ. None of my friends showed up today, so I guess I'm just gonna have to make friends with you guys. 2020 has been a crazy year, right? Do you remember the day Boris Johnson lifted the sex ban? Oh, that was such a lovely day, man. The weather was good. It was warm outside, the birds were chirping. I called my hairy wife. I was like, hairy wife, let's hang out. So, me and her hung out. And I was like, hairy wife, let's recreate 50 Shades of Grey. So my hairy wife, she changed me up, right? She changed me up. And then she starts whipping me. Whip, whip, whip. You know the whipping sound, right, man? Whip, whip, whip. And I soon found out it's really hard to say the safe word when you have that bowl cake in your mouth. I'm like, stop! Black Lives Matter, stop! She whipped me like we'd been caught recreating 50 Shades of Grey in Saudi Arabia. I was like, stop! We were meant to recreate 50 Shades of Grey, but we ended up recreating 12 Years a Slave. I was like, stop! The worst part is that now I have to be whipped like that every time to reach orgasm. So, my name is Nelson Tinashe Gombakomba Jr. the second. Back in high school, when the teacher read out the register, there was always excitement. Like, so what's your name? Rory, that's a boring name. She wouldn't care whether you came to school or not. She'd ignore you. Skip all the boring names, and then she'd get to my name. And then all the kids would huddle up like a mini staff party. And they'd be silent in anticipation. And she would read out my name. She would go, Nelson Tinashe Gombakomba Jr. And all the other kids would lift me up like the Lion King. And they'd all start dancing around me like, we never got any work done. Which is why I'm doing this job right now. At my high school, there were 4 black kids. But the only people that knew there were 4 black kids were the 4 black kids. Everyone just thought it was one black kid who was everywhere. Like, Nelson, just sit here at the bus stop. What are you doing playing cricket? I just sit here at the science exam. What are you doing smoking weed in there? One of the 4 black kids was my little brother. And sometimes I'd be able to spot his little black head bubbling in the ocean of white Norfolk kids. And I'd like run up behind him and surprise him, like, hey, little brother. And then it would turn out to be a different black kid. And I'd feel racist, like, damn, they all look the same to me. And then Mr. J would be like, doesn't that look like that, Joe? I'm originally from Zimbabwe, which means my passport will never get stolen. Someone will steal my passport, then run after me like, sir, take a shit back, please, sir. I lived in Zimbabwe until I was able to swim. Swim all the way from Africa. I fought sharks, almost drowned 27 times, only to get washed up in this place called Great Yarmouth. Now, I did look around for a bit, and then I started swimming back to Africa. I was like, if that is Great Yarmouth, I don't want to see the normal Yarmouth. Great Yarmouth is so backward that when the Germans were bombing England, they could never really be sure whether they'd already bombed Great Yarmouth or not. Can you imagine a German bomber calling Hitler like, mein Führer, if that is the Great Yarmouth, you don't want to see the normal Yarmouth. Need to work on my German World War II accent. I live in Norfolk. Norfolk is whiter than cocaine. I asked a girl from Norfolk why she does not date any black guys. And she said it's because there aren't any in her family. Which is a fair point, technically speaking. A tight argument. In Norfolk, FamilyTree.com is a dating website. It's crazy. There's 48 black people in Norfolk. There'll be 49 when I go back home tonight. There's so few black people in Norfolk that every time I see one, I do the head nod. Like there's no black people to do it to right now. I was in South London last weekend, I kept going. Sometimes I see an elderly black guy and I even beat my chest. I don't know what it means, but they like it. Sometimes you see a dark-skinned Asian dude and you do the head nod, then they reply with their own head nod. You're like, oh! Sorry, wrong person of color. I hate the phrase people of color, by the way. Color? Really? Is that what they thought made us different? How about something cooler? Something modern? Something with swag? Something like people of speed? Think about it. It's the 100-meter Olympic final. Welcome to the 100-meter Olympic final. We have 8 people of speed. These are the fastest motherfuckers in the world. You never guess it. And at the end, there'll be one white guy going, hey, wait for me. People of seasoning. Don't you hate the phrase black British? How about something cooler? Something modern? Something with swag? Something like British? Not ready for that. I was talking to my pet zebra the other day. And I was like, zebra, are you white with black stripes or are you black with white stripes? And then the zebra ran away with my bag of weed. I didn't really write a punchline for that joke. I just thought you'd fill it in based on your own racial prejudice. People always come up to me and say, Nelson, why do you always talk about race, Nelson? Must it all be about race? And I always say, race is like the elephant in the room. Or better yet, race is like asking the elephant in the room to perform some stand-up comedy and not expecting the elephant to talk about how he is an elephant. Now the elephant is confused, he's like, ladies, that trunk is the shortest thing about me. Go back to. If you Google black comedian from Norwich, I'm the fourth result. That's 4 sports under Ramesh Ranganathan, who's not even from Norwich, and also not even black. Looks like Google is confusing Taxi Nation people with black people. You know, okay. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Nelson T. Gombakomba Jr. It's been a pleasure. Thank you.